As we heard earlier in the show, Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and the first woman accusing him of sexual misconduct will testify tomorrow on Capitol Hill. Also in the spotlight, the woman asking the questions. Joining me now for more analysis is Christopher Bedford, editor-in-chief of the Daily Caller. Welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this woman, Rachel Mitchell, a female prosecutor from Arizona with decades of experience prosecuting sex crime. She is asking questions on behalf of male Republican senators. They have come under fire for allowing this to happen. Is there any reason to think that this will make a difference in the toughness of the questions?
I think it probably will get more to the substance of the matter. She's got experience not just investigating sexual assault, but investigating cold cases of sexual assault. Those are much more difficult, things that were ignored, things, especially when it turned out that her local sheriff hadn't been furthering some of these cases to the prosecutor's office. She had to find those cases, get the evidence. And Republicans were put in a bind where it was called sexist to have old white men questioning a woman on accusations, although yesterday the New York Times said it was sexist for them to make it a woman's job. There's no real winning for the GOP.
There is no winning, and I saw Democrats actually attacking Republicans for not manning up to do it themselves. So anyway, in preparing for tomorrow, Judge Kavanaugh has had the full backing of the White House, and he has testified before. And he's got all of the skills, skill set to know what's going to happen, how to answer the questions. Do you think that that is a big advantage in a trial like this?
Maybe, but it hasn't.
A hearing.
Yeah, it may as well be. I mean, the Senate does kind of act as a little bit of a court system in itself. It ought to be, but he didn't. His interview came across as a little stilted, more political when he talked to Fox News and just kept on saying for every question he wants just a fair and balanced hearing. It came across as a little political. I understand that it was emotional. He was clearly emotional, and that may have been a good thing to show that this is a human being.
And this was his interview, to clarify for our viewers, that he gave to Fox News last night or the night before, 2 nights ago now, where he and his wife answered questions about the whole spectacle. I want to talk to you about the role of the media in this story now that you've brought it up, and that interview. Did it help him or hurt him?
It most likely helped him. We don't know. I don't have the polling on this, but I looked at it and I thought, wow, this guy looks a little cardboard and it looks a little weak up there. I couldn't imagine Justice Clarence Thomas getting weepy, but at the same time, he's being portrayed as some kind of psychotic rapist or sexual abuser of women. And what came across there was somebody who had near tears in his eyes, sitting next to his wife, saying, I am innocent of these crimes. It didn't come across as any kind of a predator. So in that case, it's more humanizing for him.
Catholic. You're Catholic. I'm Catholic. This is a Catholic network. He's Catholic. Is there a Catholic angle or perspective to this story?
Maybe I would say so, because one, Catholics would always want a moral judge representing on their highest court, not someone who's a serial predator. But also, what's really ironic about this whole situation is that the Judeo-Christian legal system that's been built from Jerusalem to London to Washington, with Rome in the middle, has relied on innocence until proven guilty, being able to face your accusers, not just being attacked like this, and to have senators questioning about the Supreme Court if this person even has a right to be considered innocent. That's a very un-Christian perspective.
Thank you so much for your perspective. Christopher Bedford, editor-in-chief of the Daily Caller.
Thank you.